Hi there, this is Jane here from Crystal Sparkles Readings. I'm here to put down a few cards for us for next week, which is, I think, Monday the 9th of August. I can't believe how fast this year is going. So I'm just going to have a little shuffle and put down a couple of tarot cards, and I'm going to use my new Crystal Spirits Oracle card to go with them this week, just so that we can start to work with those a little bit and see what we're getting. So let me have a little look and see what we've got from the Black and White Tarot, the Faulkner Black and White deck. Oh, one's up the right way, on the wrong, can't get my words out, up the wrong way. So we'll have that one because that was the top one. So the card that we've got there is the Devil, and the Devil is an interesting card. And a lot of people freak out about the Devil. Please don't. It does talk about anxiety, it talks about being a bit scared, but often it talks about being scared of things we don't really need to be scared about, that we are going to be okay, that we are looked after, that we are nurtured. And that actually what the Devil can talk about is getting ourselves into a bit of a repeating pattern that we don't really need to, about getting trapped in something we don't need to be trapped about. Actually, the shackles around us can be easily released. And if you look at the Rider-Waite version of the tarot, you'll see that there's a picture usually of the Devil and of a couple with kind of shackles around their neck, so they're chained around the neck. But actually, if you look closely, you can see that chain can just be pulled through there, and they could just walk away. But they're kind of choosing not to walk away because they're in this energy of believing that they're trapped, believing that they have to keep repeating the same old things. You absolutely do not have to keep repeating the same old things in your life. You have the choice. You have choices, and you have the ability to move yourself away from that. So have a look at that at the beginning of the week. What are you repeating? Are you feeling really anxious and nervous about something you don't really have to be? Can you just walk away from something that you feel like you're stuck in, but actually you're not? So that's the Devil. And then we have kind of something a little bit similar, but not quite so harsh. We've got the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man does talk about being kind of stuck, being in a position where you don't feel like you can move forward. You feel like you've probably been banging your head against a brick wall and nothing's changing. You're stuck where you are. But what the Hanged Man says that's different to the Devil, the Devil says, don't be scared. You can pull yourself away from this. Just step away. The Hanged Man says, have a look at it from a different perspective. Actually, what could you gain from staying here for a little while? So there's a little bit of a contradictory message in there that says, you can either, in said situation, pull yourself right away from it, or you can choose to look at it from a slightly different angle and see things from a bit of a different perspective. Or alternatively, take your focus away from the situation and put it on something else. Because often what happens is we get really stuck. Let's just say we hate our job. We're really fed up with it, can't leave, feel like we can't leave because we're trapped. We're scared about what might happen if we do leave. Will we go to something that's even worse? We're going out of the frying pan into the fire. So we feel all sort of stuck. And what the Hanged Man says is you could try and look at that from a point of view of, okay, so these aspects of it are quite uncomfortable, but it is providing me with what I need in terms of income, is providing me with some job security. Does that outweigh my feelings about being stuck here? And if they do, then that's good. If not, then you still have to be considering what you're going to do. But if you can't move forward, and if you do feel stuck, like the Hangman is saying, then look at a different aspect of your life. Yep, okay, work, not working brilliant at the moment, but I'm going to focus on my relationship, which is really good. The fact that I've got a loving family around me, the fact that I've got a holiday to look forward to, the fact that I am going to go travelling, whatever, something different. Look at an area of your life that is working really well and focus on that. Because if you focus on that and you practice gratitude for that, the impact of raising your energy by that much has to impact the whole job situation in the end. So there are lots of different options around there if you are feeling a bit stuck. It does seem this week as though there's a bit of an energy of stuckness. So there are different strategies there in the tarot. to help you to kind of deal with that. I'm just going to pop down an oracle card for us, this crystal oracle card. This is the new Crystal Spirits Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reid. You'll know that I work with quite a lot of her stuff. I love her stuff. But this is the new deck. I have done an unopening and a flip through of this deck, and I will link that at the end of the video if you want to have a look at them. They are beautiful. So here's what we've got in the Crystal Oracle. We've got some black tourmaline. So from what I know about black tourmaline, without looking at the guidebook first of all, is just to say that this is a highly protective stone. You know, it does filter out negative energy, so you don't have to absorb it. I kind of, when I look at that, I automatically start to think that that looks like something out of the Lord of the Rings. You know, that looks like the gates to Mordor. So it's what it means to you at the end of the day. So look at the card, see what it means to you, see what that energy feels like. That is a big old protective wall. That's a big old castle you've got there. That's a bit like the castle in the Lord of the Rings, kind of that castle. So very protective energy. So I'm just going to have a little look in the book and see what she says about black tourmaline, because it's always useful to have a look at what somebody else feels about it, what somebody else sees in that card, because we all see different things at the end of the day, and we might see different things on different days. So black tourmaline talks about healthy boundaries, repelling and dispelling unwanted energy, so protection. And I don't mean like really spooky stuff here necessarily, but I mean, you know, negative people that are kind of draining, you know, the energy vampire. It might be that you've got someone at work that is just a total drain. You know, every time you talk to them, they're moaning about something. And you kind of don't need that on a Monday morning, do you? So, you know, it talks about that. It talks about protecting yourself from that, and of kind of healthy independence, of being able to stand strong in your own power. So in terms of a reading connecting in with those Devil and Hanged Man, feels like it's quite appropriate to have in there, because it's talking about, you know, the devil, not the devil, sorry, I thought my phone had stopped recording then, so I just stopped for a minute. Yeah, the devil is kind of you know, a bit of a mischievous energy. It's a bit kind of like keep you stuck in fear, so that you can't really move forward. And the Hanged Man is a bit kind of like, well, we are where we are at the moment, so you kind of have to suck it up or focus on something else. So black tourmaline will help you to have that energy absorbed so that you can focus on more positive things. It's quite a useful stone to have around you. I always keep some around me. When I'm reading, I have a piece around me. I've got a piece in my bedroom, so I keep black tourmaline around me. It's just because it helps to absorb any kind of negative stuff that's going on, that you don't have to absorb yourself. So hopefully that has helped a little bit for this week. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a like, and if you like this sort of stuff, please do subscribe. That would be lovely. I'll just give you a quick view of Chinook, because I know people like to see him, and Merlin, but Merlin's not here at the moment. Chinook, are you having a little washy? Yeah, I am. So there we go. Thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.